Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. We've got another Archero style game for you today, and this one's called BiuBiu Tales? BiuBiu Tales? I don't know how to say it. It sounds funny either way, but there's a lot of weird things in this that are different from Archero. First thing being that we have servers and there is actual chat that you can talk to other people. Although I was trying to type in it, and I think you might need to be a certain level to actually have your chat show up in it. And you can see you can spend money to get certain outfits for you in the game too if you want. Nice thing is, when you want to get your free chest, you're not required to watch an ad. I thought that was kind of cool. But like I said, a lot of weird things in this game, this being one of them here, where you have 5 different people that you can go train with. It looks like you can get extra skills, moves, you can even marry somebody. I thought it was all kind of odd. But let's show you what the actual gameplay looks like. Now first, if you guys want to win a $50 gift card, we do have a contest going on the channel until January 13th. We might be giving multiple ones out, so if that's something you find interesting, go over, check that video out. So the gameplay itself, it does seem very smooth for moving around, although the enemies do seem to attack a little bit slower, it feels like, so it makes it very easy to dodge some of this stuff, given that it is still in the early levels of the game, or chapters, whatever you want to call it. But look at that, there's our RNG right there. Instead of having it kind of go through in 3, it's just a scrolling wheel almost. So some of the power-ups are different. They use kind of weird words for some of them. Now, one of the things I saw was you can enter a room and do additional damage for the first 3 seconds, additional crit for the first 3 seconds. And another one was sometimes your attacks will do double damage. When that happens, you actually see an arrow come down from the sky and hit the enemy. So same stuff as Ricochet, Multi-Shot, Crit Up, they have all those. But like I said, wording's a little bit different. Now, you know me, one of the big things I like about these games is the bosses. That seems to be kind of the main interest for me. If you're just going to do a straight copying of Archero, why even bother to make the game? So here's some of the bosses right here. Now, going up against the first boss, I did think to myself, yep, we got a direct ripoff of Archero here. This is what it's going to be like all the way through. But actually, some of the other bosses are different, so that made it a little bit more enjoyable for me. Although, I'm really not digging this game too much. I think I need to play it more because, like I said, things are weird and they are very confusing in it. And when beating a boss flawlessly, there is no devil, and when you see here you get a chest, there's no selecting or spinning a wheel, they just give you whatever random power-up. I guess you can get away with calling this guy the Leaf Boss right there, because he's going to shoot those, but I was surprised he did charge at you. Pretty easy to block. I wasn't expecting it though. You know, you don't really know how these guys are going to react until you play them. And I'm just going to call this one right here Batgirl, because it looks like they're throwing bat wings at us. But one way they're not copying, the first chapter is only 30 levels on it, so something different right off the bat. In Chapter 2, I thought this guy was going to be a ripoff. I was expecting meteors to come down, and then I got hit with these swords. Bam, we're dead. But take a look down the bottom. You see that kind of meter there? It looks like we can actually add those moves on the left and on the right. No idea what they are yet. Haven't gotten far enough in the game to see it. But once again, something a little bit different if you're looking for something to be different from Archero. So there is daily logins in here to get bonuses on stuff. And once you complete a chapter, instead of going back and just grinding on it, they do have a button right next to the top of the right there. And that's just kind of a way to do a quick instant win on it. So that's what you can get for doing it. Like I said though, I'm not really 100% certain what all this stuff is in here. It really doesn't give you a good explanation, and it is a little bit overcrowded. There is a way to level up your weapons, but then there's also this screen right here where you can just kind of go and increase your strength by adding tokens to it, and even doing the same thing with your health. Here's another thing I found a little bit confusing. Both common weapons, but one's a green and one's a blue. Not really too sure what to think of that, if that's an oopsie or that's the way it's meant to be. And I really don't even know where half of these menus are coming from, but this one here, it allowed me to click on it. It had a button that said Auto Culti on it, so I just kind of tapped that here, and you can start seeing it just starts leveling things up. So don't know the purpose behind it. Like I said, very confusing for me. Maybe I'm just too dumb to be playing this game. But on the other note, if you're looking for something to kind of fill in that time in between Archero, this could be a good game for you. Like I said, maybe I'm not looking at this from all angles, but to me, it's really confusing, not sure what's going on, and it just doesn't really give me those feelings like Archero does. So I'm going to stick with Archero in the meantime. We'll see what happens after I get past Chapter 13 and have nothing else to do. Maybe I'll come back to it. But like I said, beginning of the video, contest going on. Make sure you check that out. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Check out these other videos right here. Got a lot of cool things going on the channel, so appreciate everybody watching, and remember, I pick my butt.